Hello, my name is Berta Gonzalez and I'm going to be talking about my dream career. So, who remembers when we were in elementary school and the teacher would ask us to draw or say what we want to be when we grow older? I remember that some of my friends said that they wanted to be doctors, firefighters, nurses, even astronauts. I remember that my answer was psychologist. Like, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what it was about. All I know it has to do something with the mind. And that obsesses me. I keep on wanting, as I grew older and learned more about the career, I fell in love and more. I fell more and more in love with it. And that has never changed until now. Psychology first appeared in the 1970s. Psychology is a very broad discipline that covers topics from biology to sociology and studies intersections of two and critical relationships between brain function and behavior and the environment and behavior. This is said by the American Psychological Association. Being a child psychologist is good. First, because it helps with the kids. We help the kids to get out of the trauma or anything they could possibly have. And also it's good because you get paid well. There are three main points that I'm going to talk about in this speech. What does a psychology do, what it takes to be a child psychologist, and what kind of job can you do when you're a psychologist and how much you get paid. Now let's dig into a psychologist as a career. According to the APA, child psychology is a specialty that applies research and scientific knowledge to the care of young adults, children, toddlers, and infants. These professionals have specialized knowledge of child development, the unique psychological needs of children, and the social context that contributes to the mental and emotional well-being. Now that we already know what it's a child psychologist and what it does, let's find out what it takes to be a child psychologist. To work as a clinical child psychologist, individuals have to typically earn an undergraduate degree in psychology before specializing in child psychology. In graduate school, practitioners may have a master's degree and educational specialist degree, a doctorate of psychology, PsyD, or a doctor's of philosophy, PhD. A state is an internship and postdoctoral practice experience supervised by an experienced professional. This is all said by the allpsychologyschool.com. So it's a few degrees that you have to get to become a psychologist. And also I think you have to do an internship that it lasts for about a year before you get your actual title. It's as it says by the APA, is child psychology focused on both research and clinical practice. Adolescent, like for example, adolescent on young adult development, child development, design and analysis for developmental research, multicultural and diversity issues in psychology, professional issues in clinical child psychology, psychology and the legal system, psychopathology in children, psychotherapy with families, social and emotional assessment. Now that we know what a child psychologist do and what is needed to become one, let's find out what we all want to know. Where do I work as a psychologist and how much am I getting paid? Child psychologists may be employed in different areas, including schools, courts, hospitals, and mental health clinics. Those employed in schools Those employed in schools say often diagnose learning disorders, counsel students, they conduct assessments and work with the families to help students cope with the academic problems, social issues, or disabilities. This is all said by Cherry Kay. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average annual salary for clinical counseling and school of psychologists is $87,450, with the top 10% of earners in the field making $132,670 or more per year. So as you continue to learn more about the field, and you continue as the years pass by, that amount can just grow. So we all know they want to have a dream career, but we also need to get paid to go by. To summarize, we learned that what is a child psychologist, what it takes to be a child psychologist, and where can I work as a child psychologist, how much I get paid. Being a child psychologist is good because you get to help people. You get to help children with their problems or any type of trauma or any disability they may have, and how to cope or how to live with that and make it easier for them. And also because it's get paid well. I had a dream career since I was around 6-7 years old, and that has never changed. It just had grown. The hunger of learning and learning more about it. And now that I am on the way to become a child psychologist, I just can't be more excited. After I graduate from an associate's degree, I know that it doesn't stop there. I have to continue, but I'm ready to do that, and I'm very excited. Thank you for listening.